We have a question from Matt. I'm writing to ask about the path to becoming a kettlebell instructor. It's a pretty well-worn path. I think you'll be able to follow this one pretty easily. I'm a marketing professional with a passion for fitness. The word passion, pasios, comes from the Latin to suffer. Means you're willing to suffer for fitness. And by God, if you take it like I do, you suffer. And do most of my own training with kettlebells. I'm interested in becoming a kettlebell instructor so I can share my passion with others and help them reach their strength and conditioning goals. I think I would like to likely start as a side gig, but I would aim to eventually make it my full-time job. If I'll just give you some business advice straight up, that's very much what I did. I had this side gig as a strength coach, most of the time for free because there was no money in the 70s, 80s, 90s, aughts for the strength and conditioning world. There really wasn't. And so I just decided if I liked it so much, my passion, that I would do it for free, and I did. And I just would show up and coach people. And one day, kind of looked at the annual income statement, when I'm getting ready to fire that off to the tax man, the IRS, and I'd realized that my little side hustle was far more important than my real job. So that's what I would tell you to do. Nassim Taleb says the same thing, and maybe it's Skin in the Game or Black Swan about the barbell model of money. And if I have that completely wrong, well, hey, it's a free podcast. I've done some research, and it seems like a good place to start without getting a personal training certificate. It would be good to get a personal trainer certification, if you need that. Many places you don't. Followed by a kettlebell specific certification. I'm looking at an organization for the former and the Russian kettlebell certification for the latter. Do you have any thoughts or recommendations with regards to that plan? I wouldn't invest too much in a personal trainer certification. There's, many of my friends who are in the field say, you really just need a piece of paper. It doesn't matter who it's from. And so they bargain shop down to the one that's an online test and a $75 fee. And this is an issue, of course, we have in the field of training, is that the entry level is so low that a lot of people enter the field, and the career is so difficult, few people stick around over 18 months. So when you go to, I got to be careful about talking about specifics here, but certain workshops I teach at, I've been told by the person running it, in 18 months, the bulk of the people here will no longer be in the field. The lower the bar to entrance is, the more people show up. Having said that, is this something you love to do and you're doing it already, and it seems like you are, get involved. Because you're doing this as a side gig for a while, I would suggest, if you do, just, get the certification, if that's what you want. Personally, I still think it's going to a junior college, and many now have 2-year programs. I'm a big fan of that for a personal trainer, and as many degrees as you can get. But I would strongly circle that RKC Kettlebell Cert as a place to go. If you look, you'll see I teach a number of them. Now, the downside, of course, Matt, this year it's COVID. Again, it's still going on. So I can't guarantee I'll be at the places that we have scheduled, but, because of, who knows? I was told, I listened to somebody say that poof, it would disappear like a miracle and we'd forget about it. That's the slowest poof I've ever seen in my life. But I'm telling you this, do some volunteer coaching with some friends, people you meet, see how you do, see how you like it. Get the RKC, which I really think is valuable. The training for it helps a ton, and I think that's a good path. From there, and I'm going to be a little, here's what I think, Precision Nutrition, their basic nutrition certification. John Berardi's work is extraordinary, and I really like it a lot. The second thing is the RKC, the kettlebells, and then you probably want to get some kind of thing in the world of mobility, flexibility, and of course I'm going to tell you Tim Anderson's Original Strength. I know that Tim does certifications. He also does so much online because, like all of us, we can't do our workshops anymore. But think of that, RKC PN OS. And I'm sure you can play with those numbers and come up with something kind of funny. I hope that helps, Matt. Good luck on this. A lot of the skills that you learned in marketing will help in the fitness world, but that'll be about a quarter of what being a personal trainer is about, marketing yourself. Another quarter probably would be retention, which is harder than you think. Another quarter would be the basics of business. I have an accountant and I have a whole bunch of people who help me with that, so I don't worry about that so much. And then the other part, of course, is the training and the programming. And you have to be careful that you keep all four of those in some kind of balance if you're doing a business. Now, if you're like me and you're basically a wandering strength coach, you don't have to worry about all that. But you'll also notice I take care of it my own way too. Matt, I hope that helped. And maybe we'll see you at a cert pretty soon. Thank you.